Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. I want to do a quick back to the drawing board, talk about comic books, show you what's on my drawing table, and let you know that Cyst, the Skin Grafter, is ending this week. That's right. The Kickstarter campaign is live right now. Got to go to cystcomic.com and grab an awesome reward, and we end this week. So thank you so much to everybody that's helped to bring that project to life, that has helped to get that campaign funded and over goal. We got stretch goals. I want to crush more stretch goals. There's a bunch of original art left from my friends, commissions from me, original pages from the book, original Oppressors pages, which is my last book, and I'm already working on the next thing. I'm super excited to be able to share that with you. But today I want to show you, when I said that the comic is done, I meant that the comic is, this is what it's going to look like. So this is issue number 1 of Cyst. This is backwards because of the camera. But so once the Kickstarter campaign ends, all the reward backers are going to be getting this book right away. This is what it's going to look like. I'm so excited to be able to show you what it's going to look like. It's got this great textured cover. I think it looks really awesome. I'm super psyched. I'll flip the camera and show you everything. That's what the back looks like. So, thank you so much to everyone that's helped bring this project to life. I couldn't do it without you. And this is what it's going to look like. I gotta get the funds, and then I gotta send you your book. So this is going to be what your comic book is going to look like, coming to you. Cyst, the Skin Grafter, on Kickstarter right now. Ends this week. If you want a comic book, if you want to get a bunch of awesome stuff with this book, go right now to cystcomic.com. Help push this to the next stretch goal. And I'll also flip the camera and show you what the variant covers are going to look like, and you're going to be able to get the variant covers. So if you want to get the blank sketch cover, if you want to get the big face variant cover, add 20 to your pledge, and that will get you the standard cover and the 2 variant covers. So you'll get 3 books if you add 20. If you want me to draw on it, add 70, and I'll send you all 3 books, and you'll get a drawing on the blank cover. So awesome. So excited. Thanks so much to everyone. Let me flip the camera and show you what these books look like. All right, flipping the camera. So here's my drawing table. Go to cystcomic.com right now. This is the incredible, awesome standard cover. There's the back. Ledge is in this comic book. The new character Cyst is in this comic book. This is what it's going to look like. Thank you so much to everybody that's helped bring this project to life. I couldn't do it without you. We are over goal, but we have stretch goals I'd love to get to. So this is the standard cover that everyone's going to be getting. But this is the variant cover that I want to be able to send to everyone. So go to cystcomic.com right now, and you can get the standard and the variant. Just add 20. And if you want to get a blank sketch cover, add 20 and you'll get all 3. So any physical reward, if you want 3 awesome copies, standard cover, big face variant cover, blank sketch cover, add $20 to any physical reward level at cystcomic.com. I'm so excited to have these books. This is what they're going to look like. Thank you so much to everybody that helped get this project funded. I think the books came out great. So psyched to be able to have these and show them to you. I think they came out really, really good. So if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want to add 70, you can get a drawing on the blank. So you'll get all 3 books, but instead of a blank, you'll get a drawn on cover if you add 70. But if you add 20, you get just the 3. So yeah, I'm super psyched. I think the books came out really awesome, and I'm so appreciative to everyone that's helped to bring this project to life. Cystcomic.com. We're in the final few hours left of this campaign, but I wanted to show everyone that this is a thing I've made, and if you want to help us bring this thing to life, I need your help right now. Go to cystcomic.com and grab a copy. I think it's my best work yet, and I think that everybody, once they see it, they'll be like, whoa, this is crazy. And I'll be like, yeah, I know, it's crazy. So add 20 for these 3 books. Cystcomic.com, standard cover, variant cover, sketch cover, and add 70 if you want a drawing on the blank. And that's what one of the drawings is going to look like. So I thought, you know what? I'm right here. Why don't I do a little bit of drawing for you? So let me put these over here so you see them. Bam, bam. super psyched. I'm psyched to be able to make comics. I'm thrilled to be able to share my work with you. I love drawing. I love creating. And really, I can't do it without you. I wouldn't be able to create this work without my friends and supporters and backers, readers. Call yourselves what you will. I appreciate everyone that likes my work and wants to support my work. And if you want to share the link, sistcomic.com, that would be great. Because the more people we can get to back this campaign, the more stuff I can send everyone, right? I mean, the comic books are awesome. I think people are going to love the comic books, but I like being able to offer a little incentive reward stuff too. So I like to be able to have stickers and magnets and bookmarks and mini prints, and to be able to provide all those things, we need to just keep crushing stretch goals, because I can afford to add those to everyone's package. Essentially, everyone's rewards will increase the more people we get to back and the more funds we're able to get for this project. So thank you to everyone that's gone to sistcomic.com. This is the standard cover. It's kind of a matte finish. Here's the back. Ledge. The funny, silly, irreverent Ledge, one of my favorite characters of all time. Really loved writing and drawing him. And then this is the big face variant. This is a blank sketch. If you want all three, just add 20 to any physical reward level. And yeah, I think that this is going to be my best stuff. I think everybody that sees this is going to be thrilled. I think everybody that sees this is going to be super psyched to get this book. And this might be my big character. You know, like everybody has that sort of like, all the creators I love, all the creators I'm a fan of have that character that they're known for, right? So Eric Larson has Savage Dragon, and Mark Silvestri has The Darkness, and Todd has Spawn. And really what I want to try to do is, you know, Rob Liefeld has Deadpool. I want to try to have characters like that where they go, oh man, that's that character that I love. I want to have you draw that character because I just remember that book and I connect with that book. And, you know, I think every indie artist, every indie writer, every indie comic book creator sees that, or at least I see that as really the benefit of creator-owned stuff, is you can have that character that everyone connects with you. And I'm thinking Sist might be that character for me. I love Warhood, and I think that, you know, I'm going to be drawing Warhood forever. And I love the Oppressors. You know, I love my character Versus from the Oppressors. But man, something about Sist I think is just going to really connect with people. So, and I think it has. You know, obviously the campaign is doing well, and go to sistcomic.com if you want to be a part of it. You know, there's a little bit of time left on the clock, but running out of time. So if you did want to jump in now to sistcomic.com. And yeah, I'm so excited to be able to show you the books. I wanted to, hold off and wait until the end of the campaign to be able to show everyone, yeah, this is what it's going to look like. But they look tight. Books look tight. So definitely jump in now, grab a copy of this comic. And when I told you the comic is ready to go, it's as ready to go as it can be. And if you want to get all three covers, standard cover, big face cover, and a blank, just add 20 to any physical reward, and I'll make sure you get all three covers. I think that's a good way to be able to offer the covers to to people if they want them. And it's kind of a fun way to get people that are already backing to, if they want to get all of them, they can. If not, you just want to get one, just want to get the standard cover, totally cool. Whatever works for you, people. Whatever works for you, my friends. Yeah, this week has been hot. It's hot in my studio today. It's warm, drawing and trying to stay focused, but it is warm. It is a warm one. Hope wherever you are that you're staying cool. And thank you, Adam. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Maurice. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And if you want to get a drawing on one of the sketch covers, just add 70. So you'll get standard cover, variant, big face cover, and a drawn-on sketch cover. Just add 70. And I try to make that as simple as I can. And if you have any questions about how to add funds to a reward, just let me know. You can keep the same reward level that you're at. It's easy. You just go into the campaign, click on your reward, and you can add funds. And if you had 20, you get the variant covers. And if you had 70, you get a drawing on the variant cover. And this paper came out great. This sketch paper, you never know with sketch paper on blanks. I've had some good ones, and I've had some that are like a little tricky. You know, it's always kind of fun. I mean, it's never life or death. It's just different paper, but this sketch cover paper is really nice. Has a nice tooth to it. Holds ink really well. These are all on that sort of textured cover, which I think came out awesome. Feels different than the oppressors. The oppressors was super shiny, and that's what I wanted for that. But this one I wanted something a little bit more gritty, because the character is a little bit more gritty. So I requested this paper. It came out really good. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think these books came out really good. And if you want to go to sistcomic.com and add 20, you get all 3 covers. You'll get standard cover, big face cover, and a blank variant. Add 20, get 3. And if you want me to draw on the variant cover, just add 70, and I'll draw on this variant cover, and I'll draw an unfinished one. It'll look like that. So add 70, and you get one of those. But really what it means, you know, any little bit helps. If anybody wants to increase their pledge, yeah, it helps us all. It helps everybody in the campaign be able to get more awesome stuff. Because really the reason I want people to add funds is so that we can get more, you know, mini prints or bookmarks or stickers or magnets or whatever other things I think I can provide. I just need more funds to be able to produce them and get them to people. And I want everyone's package when it arrives to be like overflowing with awesome stuff. And that's just a matter of getting enough backers to want to increase their pledge so that everybody benefits. You know, so if you add, and I'll make sure that anybody that increases their pledge, you want something special, if you want a certain, you know, character, or you want a certain thing, just let me know. Happy to do it. Just a matter of increasing your pledge so that, you know, I can get more awesome stuff for people. It's really what it boils down to. Because I got stuff I want to produce. You know, I'm doing the mini prints. Those I think will be fun. And but I'd love to do magnets are fun. I'd love to do more bookmarks are fun. New bookmarks. And more mini prints. Just a matter of hitting those stretch goals. Adding more funds. So yeah, thanks to everybody that's gone to sistcomic.com. Hey, John, thank you so much, man. I want to totally hook you up. I have a few awesome friends that have supported my work. John, definitely, it's been incredibly thoughtful and kind and generous and supportive. And I say that to everyone that's watching this video, everyone that's commenting, Adam, Maurice, Tim, John, thank you so much to everybody. I want to make sure that you guys get a lot of awesome stuff. So yeah, I'm going to hook everybody up. I want to make sure that everybody gets this incredible comic book, which I'm so proud of, and art and tchotchkes and merch. I mean, really, I love doing this. I love making comics. I love publishing. And the way that I can keep doing this and keep providing awesome stuff to people is by finding friends that like what I'm doing and want to support it. And it means so much to me. I'm so incredibly appreciative. And yeah, I don't want to let anybody down. I want to make sure that what they get more than they expect, and that the stuff they get, they're really excited about. And I'm really proud of all the work I'm doing. And thank you so much to everybody for going to sistcomic.com, sharing sistcomic.com, adding funds to their reward. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to keep doing these Kickstarters and keep doing crowdfunding, because, you know, it's been incredible to find people that like my work and want to support it. And the crowdfunding's been the best way to do it. And I remember when I first started doing these, I was like, geez, I wonder if anybody's going to dig what I'm doing. And I'm so appreciative and so excited that I have found people. It means so much. And I'm hoping everybody is having a nice Tuesday, a little Taco Tuesday. I'm doing a little live action, a little earlier than usual. Usually I try to do them in the evening, but I was like, I don't know, I might be really tired later. Hard to sleep when it's so hot in sunny southern Maine. And I was busy working on the next thing I'm going to be writing and drawing. The next thing is coming along well. And I think when you see this issue of Cyst, the Skin Grafter, I think once you see this, once you get your copy, you'll be like, whoa. I'll be like, I know. And you'll be like, that works. That goes into the next thing, doesn't it? I'll be like, yes, it does. And then you'll be like, oh, the Dylanverse is all connected. And I'll be like, yes, it is. So Warhood and Versus and Cyst, it's all one big thing. And I'm just going to keep making comics. So come along for the ride. Join us, won't you? Join us in the Dylanverse. It's craziness. It's insanity. Yeah, the full face. I think this is a really fun cover. I have the original art for this, so if anyone is interested, I guess I could grab it. The original art is available for the variant cover, and it looks like, wait for it, oh man, don't you know it's on the bottom of the file. Wait for it. I have a lot of original art. I don't know if you know this about me, but I draw all the time, and in so doing, I accumulate a lot of art. So that's the full face cover, and that's the original page. So I think that this came out really good. I like how I colored it, but man, that black and white is pretty dope. So if you want this cover, it's available. Just choose the original art level. Anybody that wants this drawing of Cyst issue 1, variant cover, big face, just grab the original art and message me and be like, dude, I want that cover. Be like, all right, I will hook you up. I'll put it right there so you can all remember. And then when it's worth $1 million, because you'll be like, I have the cover art for Cyst issue 1. Be like, yeah, you do. And then I'll be like, why did I sell that? God, be like Kevin Eastman selling cover art for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, oh, I should have held on to that. But no regrets. Happy to sell it to someone. Happy to do it. I appreciate everyone's support. And if you get that original drawing, that's a collector's item. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. That's a dope cover. That's good. That's good big face drawing. So, available now. Cystcomic.com. That would be quite the... I'd look good on somebody's wall. Just saying. No pressure. Nobody has to get it, but I think it'd be pretty cool. And then you'll have to put it in a vault. Because, I don't want to be one of those speculator market guys, but the original art, I don't know if anybody follows original art prices, but I don't think they've ever gone down. Just saying. If you did collect original art, which I like to have some, having the cover art for issue number 1 of a thing, pretty rare. Somebody can grab that. A lot of artists don't sell it. They sit on it. But I'm selling it. So, and again, this is the standard cover everybody's going to be getting. Cyst issue 1 came out awesome. Standard cover. You'll get a blank. If you add 20, you can include the big face cover and a blank sketch cover. But if you add 70, you get a drawing on it. So that's fun, and that'll help push us to the next stretch goal. So if every backer right now goes to cystcomic.com and grabs the trio of variants or adds 70 and gets a drawing on a sketch cover, then we'll be real close to unlocking those next stretch goals. So please, we're running out of time. Consider doing that. It benefits you because you get awesome stuff, and it benefits everyone else in the campaign because the more stretch goals we unlock, the more awesome things I can send to everyone. So definitely worth it. And it helps me to, make more cool things. So maybe magnets, that'd be cool. Maybe more stickers, that's always fun. Maybe more mini prints, I don't know if that's what I can do. Depends on what we are able to achieve for stretch goals. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely go to assistcomic.com right now and help push us to that next stretch goal. Time is running out. And thank you to everyone that has backed and helped us to get this project funded. This is the end of we're winding down. It's the end of the campaign. Getting real close. I don't know, I want to see. Maybe I won't show you. I won't show you what's inside. We'll let you. I don't want to spoil it. We'll wait till you get the comics. But that's what it looks like so far. I showed you the back cover though. Ledge is in this book. I have a fun time writing and drawing him. Maybe he needs to show up more. I don't know. Maybe he's connected somehow. I don't know. Guess you'll have to read it. I don't know what his purpose would be in this whole crazy scheme of characters I have. I don't know. Guess I'll have to find out. Weird, huh? Weird how that works. Now I'm looking for the correct pen. I put blue tape on my pens so I can know which ones are which. Because it's like if you're just grabbing them randomly, you're like, all right, which is the 05, which is the 03, and which is the PN? Like, okay, all right. The one with the blue tape is the 03. One with the blue tape with the writing on it is the PN. And the one without any tape is the 05. The other thing that happens is they'll get scuffed up on the end, so you can't read it. It's like, what does that say? Is that a 6? What's going on there? So I like to put a little bit of tape on them so I can tell the difference. Is it a big deal? No. Can I tell once I take the cap off and look at it? Yes. Do you care? Probably not. Do you know now? Yes, now you know. Take that information and do with it what you will. So yeah, I hope everyone's staying cool. It's a warm one for sure. Definitely a warm one. Yeah, and I'm so psyched to be able to have this campaign wrap up and have the books as finished as they are. It always kind of disappoints me when I'm not able to fulfill really quick. I thought that the last one, the Oppressors, I wanted to try to get that done and out the door quicker. And this next one I'm working on, I want to try to do it the same way I did Cyst, where it's like as close to finished as it can be, Of course, you want to make sure that your campaign's going to hit the goal. That's important. So you want to make sure you set the goal appropriately for what you're trying to produce. But, this is not my first rodeo. I've done a few of these Kickstarter campaigns, so, I kind of know what's necessary for, a publishing experience, so I'm not completely coming in cold. I do have some knowledge about print production and distribution, design, layout, and everything. So, and the other thing I realize with any of these campaigns is that, I want to make sure that the character hits and connects with people. And I really think that, like I was saying, Cyst, I think is going to be the character people go, oh man, I love Warhood, I love Versus, but Cyst, that's my guy. But yeah, awesome. So, speaking of Versus, the Versus Zero issue, I'm going to be providing that to every backer. I want everyone to have that Zero issue. I'm really proud of that work. I've been sharing a lot of the art from that, so everyone can see that artwork, and I'll be giving a PDF, a digital file of that later this week. But I'm thinking I might do a physical copy of that book too. So you're hearing it here first. that Versus Zero, I'm thinking I'm going to get a comic of that printed. You know, the digital is fun, and I'm going to give it to everybody anyway. But I was like, man, maybe people want a physical version of that Versus Zero issue. It's just kind of a quick read. It's an action comic. It's not as long as Sist, which is a much longer comic with a more intricate story. Versus is a pretty quick, fun comic. So I was thinking I'm going to get some of those made, produced. So just throwing that out there. If somebody wants a physical copy of Versus Zero, yeah, maybe increase your pledge for that too. Or, you know, it's up to you. If you just want the digital, that's fine. Or you want to see what the digital looks like first. Totally. But I think Versus Zero is going to be another fun one. And again, it's something I want to be able to offer to people. So you're hearing it here first. That one probably will be produced as a physical comic. And if you wanted to have that included with your rewards, you know, that's awesome. Yeah, that's all. I'll probably be announcing that later. But right now, I just want to let everyone know, if you want to get the variant cover and the blank sketch cover for Sist, add $20 to your pledge. Go to sistcomic.com. You'll get the standard cover. Everybody's getting the standard cover, which looks awesome. But if you want to get these two additional covers, blank sketch, you could draw on it yourself, and the big face variant, if you want to get these, add $20 and you'll get all three. If you want a drawing on the issue, the blank variant, add $70 and I'll draw on it. And if you want the original art for the cover, grab the original art level. There is one of those. Grab it and let me know that's the one you want, and I will hook you up. And I'll probably then later regret selling it because I wanted to keep it because I like it. But I'll be like, nope. Gotta give it to the people. Somebody wants it, you know. Got to give it back to the universe so I can make more stuff. The way I can make more awesome stuff is by getting this awesome stuff to you. You know, it doesn't do me any good in my collection. I can't make more unless I am able to give the stuff I've currently done to the supporters and backers that like it and want it and collect it. So, yeah, Adam, I know. I'm thinking it's going to be I want to wrap up this campaign with a lot of cool bonus stuff. So being able to add 20 to get all three covers, I think, is rad. Being able to add 70 to get a drawing on one of the covers is awesome. I love being able to offer that, and I think that's a good way for people that are backers to be like, yeah, I love the reward level I've gotten. You know, they don't want to change reward levels. But if they want to add additional items like that, I love being able to offer that. And so that's why I'm throwing that out into the universe, that they can do that. But if they want to get the original art, that's available too. And which is, you know, I mean, that's just fun. People like having and collecting original art. And I don't know many artists that are willing to sell the cover for their issue number ones. You know, it's kind of a thing people hang on to, but I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it if it goes to somebody that wants it and enjoys it and appreciates it. And the campaign is ending soon, so if you haven't yet, go to sistcomic.com. What are you waiting for? Help push us to that next stretch goal. And thank you so much to everybody that's already gone and already helped us to hit goal and helped this book to get funded. Wouldn't be able to make this without your help. And I really appreciate everyone's support and generosity. I realize this is a strange time in our lives, but I think if we all fill our lives with things we love and enjoy, it's a great way to get through. And I'm psyched to show everyone this book. I'm psyched to be able to have physical copies to be like, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is made because of your help. I couldn't do this. I couldn't create these books without your support. So the reason that I wanted to show everyone is to show them that this is a thing. This is a tangible thing. As soon as this campaign ends, sending out the reward surveys, and everyone's going to get a bunch of awesome things. And if you want to get all three covers, add 20. If you want to get a drawing on one of the covers, add 70. And if you want to get the original art, grab the original art level. You'll see it in there. It's limited to a few of them. I don't have a lot of original art from this book because I did a lot of it digitally, but I did some of the covers and pinups traditionally. And the Versus Zero issue, I don't know, maybe add a couple bucks for that if you want that. Maybe I'll throw one of those in there if you want me to. If that's something you dig, you like comic books, and you want to get a Versus Zero issue, yeah. And the digital, everybody will be getting the digital at the end of this campaign. I just want to wait till later in the campaign to send out the Versus Zero. But I just love making comics. I think that's hopefully what everyone takes away from this, from watching me draw or hearing me talk about it or seeing any of my videos. Like, I drew all day. That's all I did today. I drew and I posted about it, and then I draw some more, and then that's all I want to do. And that's it. So I've been drawing a lot digitally just because I've been working on the layouts for the next thing, which once you read Cyst, you'll see what the next thing is. But I like having a bunch of characters ready to go. So Versus, Cyst, Warhood. That way I can kind of jump back and forth and be like, and work on what I feel like working on. So I'm thinking, so the next thing I'm working on, is part of the Dylanverse, and definitely connects everything. Yeah, these are kind of fun brush pens to use. They're a little different, but I like them. So I'm super hot right now and kind of losing my mojo. But thank you everyone for watching. Go to systcomic.com. Help push us to the next stretch goal. And if you have already backed, thank you. I appreciate it so much. And if you want to increase your pledge to add additional items, awesome. Go to systcomic.com, adjust your pledge, increase it by 20, and I'll give you these variant covers. Increase it by 70, and I'll draw something on one of those variant covers. And if you want to jump up and buy the original art cover, cool. It's available. And just message me and let me know. And if someone else has already grabbed it, I'll be like, ooh, sorry, somebody else already grabbed the big face, but I'll hook you up with a bunch of other stuff. I have other drawings from this series. But if you want the big face one, there's only one of those available. So it's first come, first serve. And I like that drawing quite a bit. And I think having the cover art for issue 1 is kind of a fun little thing. Not a lot of people can say that, A lot of artists don't part with it. Like Todd McFarlane, he owns all the artwork for Spawn. He didn't sell any of it. So it's definitely something to value and cherish. And I hope it goes to someone that loves and appreciates it. And I'll be sad to let it go. But sending it out in the universe means I get to make more awesome things. That's the way I see it. Yeah, so go to systcomic.com. Every physical reward backer getting this cover. Look at that. Yowza. That's back cover. Ledge. Standard cover, everybody's going to get that. Every reward backer will get the standard cover. But if you want to get the big face variant, and the blank, just add 20 to any physical reward level, and you get all 3. And if you want a drawing on it, like this awesome drawing right here, maybe this actual drawing, add 70, and I'll do a sketch on it. Like that. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it, man. Hope everyone's staying safe and staying cool wherever you are. Quite the heat wave going on. And yeah, I think that's all I have to tell you about. I'm psyched to be able to have these books as finished as they are. Definitely wanted to kind of work ahead, right? So right now I'm working on the next thing already. I don't like to, I like to try to be as finished as possible. And yeah, like I said before, I'm doing a Kickstarter campaign, but the book's happening, you know. That's how I like to do it. You know, you work as if, you know, it's like I'm just going to keep making awesome stuff, so it is a little bit different, you know, but I just love drawing, I love making comics. It's fun to be an indie comic book creator. Yeah? Something I always saw my friends doing and realized that it just, you know, I have such a desire to tell stories and create characters, and you know, I think a lot of people feel that, where they're like, oh man, I love this. Why? I wonder if I could do it. And I'm here to tell you, you can do it. Hey, thanks, John. I will. If I can do it, you can do it. That's my motto. Everybody just do what you can, do what you love, fill your life with things you love and enjoy, and don't let anybody tell you different. If there's things that people don't like, say thanks for your opinion and move them along. Don't let people decide how you should live your life and what you should do. You're not here for a long time, you're here for a good time. So if you want to do that, if you want to spend your days drawing things you're excited about, do it. Don't let anybody tell you different. I try to live that way every day. So, systcomic.com right now. This is the standard cover comic everybody's going to be getting. I think it came out super dope. There's the front cover, there's the back cover. And this is the big face variant. And this is the blank variant. Add 20 to any physical reward level. Get all three. Add 70, and I'll draw on the blank. I'll draw something. Maybe something like this. Maybe this exact drawing. And, yeah, this pen is really dark. Like, super black. It's kind of weird. But, whatever. So, yeah, it's hot here in sunny southern Maine. I'm going to have to go outside or do something. I had to put the air conditioner in. Of course, I'm one of those people that waits until the hottest day to put the AC in. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but I don't want to put it in unless I have to. Thanks, Andrew. Talking a little about the character story of this book. Yes, I would love to talk about the character story of this book. So yeah, Syst is about a creature from the deep who has risen. He's a weapon that's been called upon to be used as a weapon. Actually, I can read the log line. Let me read the log line. So, what's the log line? An ancient, hungry creature from the deep has risen to the surface to wreak havoc on a violent world. Ooh. So, the thinking behind this book is that in the future, so I have three different sort of timelines, right, for the Dylan verse. So, the future is Warhood, and the archive stuff is all in the future, which I wanted to do like sci-fi, and that's what Warhood is for me. And thanks, John. Yeah, Ledge on the back cover. He's in the book too. Spoiler alert. And I wanted Verses and the Oppressors to be current. That's like my vigilante modern day book. And I wanted Syst to be in the past, kind of my Conan sword and sorcery style book. because I love all those kind of genres of comics. I love all those sort of different, the feeling and the energy you get from those different sort of times in history, in this fictional world's history. And so Cyst really enabled me to kind of do more magical elements, right? So the fact that he's this weapon that was buried in the ocean, and he's been called back to the world as just kind of a hammer, right? And so they use him as though he's a tool. But as we get further into it, he's a little hard to control. So I kind of envisioned it a little creepier, kind of like a Frankenstein, right? Where you empathize with the character because he's not malicious necessarily, but he is also he's not doing harm for harm's sake, right? Or a vampire. I also think of it like vampires, where it's like, well, vampires are, they do terrible things, but it's because they are compelled to, right? It's not necessarily that they want to do terrible things, it's that they don't really have a lot of free will. So that's kind of the things I thought about when I was working on this character. And I also wanted there to be a character in the Dylanverse that was really powerful, right? I wanted this character to be, it's kind of like the Hulk, right? So if you think about the Avengers movie, you're like, geez, this character is off the charts. Like, Ledge is fun, but he's, more of a Deadpool, like, yeah, he has his skill set, but he's not terribly threatening. And Warhood's a little more like maybe a Captain America character, where it's like, oh no, he's really trying to help and wants them to help and be the savior, be the good guy. And that's Captain America, always trying to do what's the right thing to do. So I see Warhood as that. But then I see Versus more like a Batman, where he's like, he has a line he won't cross. He has morality that is necessary to be what he considers to be on the correct side of justice, but breaks a lot of eggs making the omelet, and has caused a lot of difficulty and caused a lot of suffering just because of a lack of social skills or a lack of empathy, essentially. And so I see Versus more like that. So, and that's the thing in the story that you read with the Oppressors, is Spine, who was one of his proteges. It's like, you didn't care about anybody but yourself ever. It's like, you think you're battling, the bad guys for justice? It's like this is all about you. It's always been all about you. And just that sort of selfish, single focus, no compromise mentality. That's how I envision Versus. And also an older, less patient, less gentle character. And that comes across in the Oppressors, and with Versus Zero Issue, that gets kind of fleshed out a little bit more. And so yeah, I wanted there to be a character that was just like terrifying to everyone, that everyone was concerned about, and realized that there'd have to be some sort of accommodations made. Like, this thing can't just roam freely. Who knows who would, if it ever got dumped in the wrong hands. It's the nuclear weapon of the Dylanverse. It's like, is this a deterrent, or is this how can we use this for good? It's like, I don't know if you can. Too much risk. So that's Cyst. and it's fun to talk about these things, you know, like these characters and this world, and my the what I'm trying to create, because I'm so excited about it. Like, it's like, oh man, I get to, and I hope that it comes across as something that people go, oh yeah, I get that, I understand that. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I hope that that's a good explanation. It's always a little tough to talk about the creation of characters or stories in this sort of theoretical, because I have a lot of concepts I'm working with and but I want to make sure everyone realizes that it's a fun action comic. It's a quick read. It's not going to hurt your brain trying to figure out what's going on. There's not a lot of dialogue that's like people sitting in a restaurant talking. Not a lot of, coffee shop headshot scenes where people are like discussing their plans. I think a lot of it comes across in the characters. So if you read The Oppressors, right, it's like, oh yeah, okay, we get it pretty quick that Versus is a jerk, Spine is unhappy with how he was treated as his sidekick, and Vulgarian thinks he's the good guy. You can read the comic pretty quick and go, oh yeah, I get that, right? Now what scenario am I going to put these characters in that makes it so that they have to overcome obstacles? And for the Oppressors, the obstacles in the Oppressors, issue one of the Oppressors is available in a lot of the pledge reward levels at sistcomic.com. So if you haven't yet gone to sistcomic.com, you can grab the Oppressors issue 1, which connects into the Dylanverse. Strangely enough, it all connects. Or Archive, the Warhood Odyssey volumes 1 and 2, also required reading for the Dylanverse. What was I saying? I want the comic books to feel energetic and like there's action and any of the sort of character development stuff. It feels like a comic book, right? I don't want anybody to go, oh, this feels like a really hard movie to watch or a really boring novel. It's like, no, I want it to feel like a really fun comic book. And I think a lot of those early 90s Image comics had that sort of thing where they're like, we're gonna just make it look cool as heck. And I want to make sure that I can balance that with this desire to have this sort of compelling narrative so that when these characters do have to encounter challenges, you do empathize with their plight. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. Thanks for chatting, man. Yeah, go to sistcomic.com, everybody. Add 20 to get all 3 covers. Add 70 to get a drawing on one of the covers. A drawing like this of my character, Sist. From Sist, the Skin Grafter, issue number 1 on Kickstarter this week. Ending this week. Yikes. Get it. Jump on it. Do it. Sistcomic.com. Yeah, and with the character development stuff and the I always liked comic books that felt like they had a lot of thought put into them, but didn't feel like they were like punk rock. Punk rock makes you think, but doesn't tell you what to think, right? And I think with my books, I hope that it does some of that too, where it's like, yeah, no, this feels empty. Where it's like, oh, I don't have any of the stuff I'm talking about, I think is stuff that I'm passionate about and enjoy creating things about. And if that's stuff that you love also, then great. Come along for the ride. The Dylanverse is for you. It's for everybody. I'd love to have anyone that wants to, anyone that's passionate about comics. I'd love to be able to share my work with them because I like a lot of different stuff too. I love Stray Bullets, right? Stray Bullets probably couldn't be any further from what I do, and yet I grew up reading that comic and just being enthralled by how he's able to create this tension, right? The thing about Stray Bullets, it was such a strange comic to me because David Lapham was able to create this tension with every character because you never knew what was going to happen. Like a comic book story, I was used to reading Batman or Superman or anything. And those characters, you'd be like, okay, at the end of the comic book, they'll go through some things, but, they'll come out of it because they always have. Good guys always win. But with David Latham's Stray Bullets or Sin City, you're like, oh, I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's a good guy, right? And so I definitely appreciate all different kinds of comics, all different genres of comics, and that's why I wanted Archive to be in the future, Sis to be in the past, and Versus to be current, because I wanted to be able to create all those different kinds of genres. And hopefully everybody digs it. Bop, 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 bop. So that's Syst, the Skin Grafter. Issue number 1, available right now at systcomic.com, but time is running out. Every physical reward backer is getting the standard cover. Add $20, you'll also get... What? That's crazy. Yeah, that's true. $20 to any physical reward level, and you get the variant big face and a blank cover. That's right. That's what I'm doing. So you get all 3 if you add $20. And if you want a drawing on the blank, just add 70. It's as easy as that. And I will send you one of these. Supplies last. Limited edition. And if you want to see what the back looks like, Ledge is on the back. Boom, Ledge. Dealing with some things. Ledge getting himself into trouble and dealing with some things. Ledge is one of my favorite characters to draw. The story I am telling with him in it is fun. Ledge is my humor comic. Right? I've got it all covered. I got my War Hood is my sci-fi comic. Versus is my vigilante comic. Syst is my horror comic. And Ledge is my humor comic. It's almost like I planned it that way. Crazy. I know. It's crazy, right? Well, it's true. I wanted to try to create those different genres of comics. You know what's funny, though? In all of these genres of comics, sci-fi, horror, vigilante, humor, none of them are necessarily superhero comics, which I love. I love superhero comics. That's the majority of what I'm into. I'd say Versus, the vigilante comic, is probably my most superhero-ish, right? But it's superhero-y in the sense that there are a lot of vigilante superhero comics. I'd say Batman, Punisher, those sort of comics. But those aren't necessarily superhero comics. I'd be interested to hear people's opinions on that. I think of superhero comics as there has to be a guy in a cape. Maybe I'm wrong, but like Flash. I'd say Flash is a superhero comic without a cape, but it's almost a crime drama, you know? Because Barry Allen's a CSI, and there's a lot of time travel elements, which would be kind of sci-fi, but there's a lot of crime drama stuff, which is like Thawne and time travel, and yeah, I don't really know what classifies a superhero comic anymore. Are superhero comics even a thing? Is Savage Dragon a superhero comic? Yeah, maybe Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon, one of my favorite comics of all time. Maybe my favorite comic of all time. Maybe. But is Savage Dragon the last superhero comic? Jeez, I don't know. Maybe. What do you think, Internet? Name me a good superhero comic. Something you're excited about. Bendis' Superman? I haven't really read it. Is that the superhero comic you're excited about? Spider-Man? I'd say Spider-Man's a superhero comic for sure. Maybe Spider-Man's the last superhero comic. Spider-Man or... Can't really think of any superhero comics right now. I love Aquaman. I love Jeff Johns, Paul Pelletier's Aquaman. I felt pretty superhero-y. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe they need to make more superhero comics. Maybe I need to make a superhero comic. Maybe I will. So yeah, I'm going to go in here and do all this noodly detail stuff. Thank you everyone that watched here as we showed off the standard cover. Look at that. Oh yeah. And the variant covers. Go to assistcomic.com right now. Add $20. You can get the big face and the blank. Add $70 and you'll get one of these covers with a drawing on it. So, can't beat that with a stick. That's the deal of the century. Or the deal of the day. So I'm going to keep drawing this. I love drawing this character. He's a real fun monster character to draw. And I appreciate everyone so much for watching and enjoying and appreciating and supporting my work. It means everything to me, and especially this year. Thank you. Alright, so go to assistcomic.com and campaign ends this week. So if you haven't backed, you're running out of time. Okay, see you, bye.